So today's video is sponsored by, I'm kidding, no, it's not sponsored. It's basically just gonna be a little video. Well, not really a video, but stream. I'm a little sick. And it's just gonna be mainly about tips and tricks about learning how to play the game. This is probably gonna be more for like gold players or plat players trying to improve, like low platter, you know. Okay, so he's not toxic. So the key thing I would say to like getting better, movement. Movement is probably the most important key aspect of the game, which I have not mastered yet. I am saying this for all you people because I can't get better at what I'm used to already at doing. One thing I would say to get better at movement is probably play a little bit more offline than online. Well, that's what well, actually, yeah, it's kind of both, really. Because, hold up, there. That should be KO. Yeah, don't do things like that. You gotta know how you get on the edge. You gotta know how many jumps you have, if you have your recovery, but the recovery is always mysterious because it likes to disappear most of the time. And, you know, your dodge. Gotta know if you have it or not. But both recovery and dodge just seems to disappear in things on times you need it. Like, for example, okay, another thing I would say is getting to learn your opponent. Many people play in different ways. Many people play in the most common type of fashion. The most common, I would say, is probably, you know, the spammers. But I won't include that. That's a 3-stock. I would say the most common, really, is just aggressive people. And the way I would normally fight them, some are really good at being aggressive, which is kind of sad. But getting to know how your opponent plays can really affect your match. So if this guy is aggressive, I might not know. We'll see in how he starts. Oh, he is cautious, because you can tell by the way he dodged back immediately. Okay, spot dodge. Is he a spot dodge type of guy? Oh, and you gotta learn how to read, not really read, but learn your opponent's dodging style. This guy likes to throw gravity cancels in dumb ways. This is why you don't just gravity cancel off the edge if your opponent's waiting for you to get back up. And that's a disconnect. I'm not playing against you. Thank you. But you can tell immediately how a person's like. It won't be exactly accurate, but most of the time it works for me. It's like a little trick I learned. So one thing I would say is really important is how you start off the game. Because, okay, maps like these, it's really not important to learn. But, okay, this guy actually probably knows the stuff, knowing from how he started. Okay, I'm just trying to see if he spot dodges. Did not expect that to hit. Okay, kind of messed up on that. Messed up on that again. Did not. Okay, one thing I would definitely say after what just happened in this match, don't just play aggressive like how I just did. So I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, that's one tip as well. Learn how you play. You gotta focus on what you're doing wrong. Oh, by the way, I'm not reading the chat, just letting you know. Because I'm too lazy to get my phone out. Gotta see how he gets back on stage. Does he like to float, or does he like to just get on? Okay, so he likes to play aggressive. Why? Okay. I do not like people who specifically play in this style. If you can tell, he likes to throw out SIGs in the weirdest times. Not really weirdest, but you know, most inconvenient times. What is wrong with my dodges today? See, that is stupid of me. I shouldn't have done that gravity cancel. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen Sherpy's video about taunting, please watch it. And just a tip from me that he goes through in his video, don't taunt. That's just toxic, my guy. If you taunt, then you're actually bad at the game. No, I'm kidding. But you can taunt if they taunt. Like, if they taunt and then they lose, yeah, that's one exception, I would say, in my opinion. See, now this guy isn't playing as well as he used to. He's getting a little bit too aggressive. Alright, now he's learning. I specifically hate Axe now. If you didn't know, because I don't post a lot, so you don't know how I play the game anymore. I forgot Axe recovery is actually busted. Please, let me back on. That's an epic gamer moment right there. But you see in the middle of the match, I caught on to his play style because he just kept it the same way. And he got demolished, but then he changed it, and so I didn't know how to play against it. I want to ban Shipwreck, but I don't think you can ban an experimental. That was a weird seer. Alright, Scythe. Many people struggle against it, many people don't. Many people play with it, still struggle. Many people play with it and don't. One thing I would say, the biggest thing I would say about getting, like, not getting comboed, don't use the same dodge like more than twice. Sure, I kind of understand it when you're, if they still don't get it, like if they're still not catching into the dodge. But just don't dodge. If they're learning and they're actually good with Scythe, never ever ever dodge the same time again. All right, he's not using a Scythe though, so it doesn't really matter. I did not expect that to hit whatsoever. Currently, I don't have any comment on how this guy plays. He's just any other predictable player. Okay. One thing I would say, he's not necessarily spamming, which people get confused a lot about. Oh, well, not really confused. They just tend to blame the other person for spamming. Okay, now he's just not playing Scythe the way he should be. Where are you going, my guy? Alright, you know what? Back to tips. Just don't throw out moves when you're not getting them. If your opponent's not punishing him like what I'm not punishing him, then keep doing what you're doing, man. But if you're not hitting anything and they're punishing you, just stop. Like, really, though. I thought he would dodge to the right, really. Okay, I caught onto his dodge, but he just didn't do it right. Well, he did. So that catches jumps. Oh my god.
Evan, you probably should start going home sometime soon.
I'll get home when I get the message. That's why I said I'm only gonna do a short video compared to, well, short stream. See, that's playing kind of smart. You do 2 moves, I would expect him to do it again, but he switches it up, which is kind of smarter than what he normally does. Alright, if he does that one more time, I get mad. Oh, and piece of advice, whenever you're recovering on stage, don't ever use your dodge unless you know it's gonna, unless it's like either really predictable or just for a very stupid reason like gravity canceling, unless you know it's gonna happen. Only gravity cancel when they're off the stage with you and it's pretty easy to hit. But other than that, just don't gravity cancel. It's like 15% of 100% chance that you'll be better off without gravity canceling. A good way is either in there or just like any other move other than gravity cancel. Like, it's stupid why people gravity cancel. Oh, that's epic. Another thing I see people do a lot is use your dodge when you can do something else. Dodges are very important and vital to the game. So if there's any other option other than to dodge, do it. Like, come on. But I was able to jump out of that pretty easily and I didn't need to use my dodge. If I use my dodge, you can easily hit me and punt it and actually do a bit of damage. But it was better for me to jump out of the way because I can't be hit easily anymore. And it's just better because you have your dodge still. I'm confused why I am already dead. He didn't hit me as much as I hit him. Oh no. Oh, that was epic. Except I didn't do it right. See, something like that. If you know it's gonna happen, then it's better to at least try. But if you're not quite sure, then that's really a epic. I wanted the style. Okay, that was kind of my fault. Hey, what did I say about taunting, my guy? Get the neutral. What? Like, where are you aiming, my guy? Okay, now I'm down second too much, you can predict it. Something like that. Yeah. Learn what you're doing that's making it, like, switch up your style a bit all the time. You don't have to do it like every second unless it's like not working at all. But then if it's working and they just can't adapt to it, it's best to just continue using it because that'll most likely get you the, what is that? Neutral sig, my guy. I'm just tired of fighting him. I just want to get this match over with because he's pretty darn busted. Get smacked. You have angered the cylinder. Alright, people, if you see something coming after you and you're just sitting there, what are you doing with your life? Yeah, I probably can get Sidra to level 10 before the stream ends. Ooh, Diana. Bow characters right now are kinda on my list. Bow is and if you've seen the new character Vector, the burp Vector, then you know that it's gonna be a Lance bow legend. But if you don't know that, oops, sorry for spoilers. And just note that he kind of his SIGs look like a buffed version of Orion SIGs, but they're still pretty bad, but they're kind of spammy in my opinion. But they do look cool though. For just the default thing, yeah, pretty cool. Alright, I'm not liking how this guy plays, so I'm gonna switch it up and play in one of those ways, if you do know what I'm saying. Alright. So what I'm doing here is just not approaching him at all, waiting for him to make a mistake, and then run for it. Run for the punish, I mean. Watch for his mistakes, try to avoid as many attacks as you can, then like just stand still and dodge if you can, and then do a move. It's that simple. And it can be a really annoying tactic if your opponent doesn't know how to play against it. But apparently this guy does, and I can't fight against him. Ah, that scares me.
Kiddos.
Yes.
Mom and Dad say it's time to go home.
Alright, I'll finish it up.
Hi, Mommy.
Not ending the stream on a 3 stock. Alright, that's a 2 stock though. If I can get the
Did you eat malls? Can I want to eat? Good night, sweetie. Do you want your best to cut your hair? Like a little shorter so it's easier to. Yeah, Mom said
Okay, so he's playing in that type of way because he tries to go for an attack and then moves back, but then actually goes for another attack, and I don't like those styles of play.
How short do you want it?
The best way I would say to fighting this is just immediately reacting.
It's too low.
Okay, that is pretty annoying in my opinion. Hey, 84 boys, and not level 10, okay. Why didn't he let me win? Alright, I'm ending the stream off there. In conclusion, if you guys want to improve, don't come to me for help. There's probably like hundreds of more videos better than mine. And the tips, I would say just